me explain why I think our office will play a bigger role than it's ever played. There are three ways for colleges to get new students, and you'll appreciate this, JP, being the admissions guy. College admissions, one, college fairs. Well, they've all been canceled. Two, college visits.
Not happening.
It's not happening. So that leaves us with the third avenue to students. And that avenue goes right through Mr. Harf and my office. We are now the lifeblood for the colleges. And Mr. Harf, I'm speaking for Mr. Harf as well, and he and I are only talking about 20 times a day. So I know we're absolutely synced on this. Colleges are reaching out to us scared to death. They need students. Well, we happen to have students. We have the junior class. That is our inventory. This is going to be a very interesting year because the colleges are going to need to lean on us more than anything else because they haven't met the kids at the college fairs and they haven't met the kids when they came and visited the campuses. We are already lining up those colleges that are planning to do fall travel. They're coming to Trinity-Pawling. Colleges that might not do fall travel, they want to do virtual travel, they're contacting us. So the good news for the juniors, and I realize right now if I were a junior parent, I'd probably have a lot of anxiety, but the good news is we got this under control. We're feeling good. And as long as the colleges need us and we have the ability to work with the kids, we're going to do okay next year. It will be okay. You did raise an interesting point about ACTs and SATs. Every day, 4 or 5 colleges are flipping for next year to test optional plans. It's going to be a tough year for the ACT and SAT people just to make their revenues meet. Little inside baseball, the other day, the University of California, which is the largest driver of the SATs, they went test optional for next year. That's huge. That's 1/6 of all applications are through UC systems. So we're going to see a very forgiving on the ACT, SAT front. That being said, if your son, or if you're the junior listening to this, if you're a good test taker, there's going to still be opportunities to take these tests. Trinity-Pawling has never hosted the summer ACT. We are doing it this year. I realize that won't affect too many kids, but if you do live within, a reasonable area, we will be hosting the June ACT. The ACT has instituted a July test date. We will be hosting the July test date. We're going to do them both in Scully. We have very few seats. We have only 40 seats, so sign up now. There's plenty of seats now, but sign up. And every test taker will have their own table. We're going to do social distancing much more than 6 feet. We will also be giving the ACT September, November, and December. As far as the SAT, and I know Dutch Keel's going to be on this call, and he's not a big fan of the August SAT, but we are going to host the August SAT. We are going to host the new September SAT. We're going to host the October, November, and December SATs. So right now, we have 9 test sites, or test dates on the calendar between now and Christmas, all of which is plenty of time for the junior class to get testing done and turned into their applications. So quite frankly, I know everybody's supposed to be pretty depressed right now. I'm kind of, well, I'm optimistic. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. And the other thing, and Scott Harf is fantastic. I felt so comfortable turning the office over to Scott Harf. The chemistry I have with him is pretty good. It's really good. And once the decision was made to stay, and Mr. Taylor and I had our conversations, and Mr. Harf was involved, I'm fired up. Let's let's just jump in, 2021, and let's start getting kids into college. This is going to be we will be just fine.